probably tell prescription's a little stronger on this side than over on this side. I like that. Here's a picture of me when I was just a nobody. Hi, I'm Randall Munson, president of Creatively Speaking, and I bring innovation to business and to event planners that want more memorable and exciting meetings and conferences. I was at the bank last week. They were giving away these free pens, so if anybody needs one. Why is laughter good for you? What is the value of this? Your respiration increases, your breathing rate increases. You have an aerobic effect from it, much like exercising. Your large muscles move. You breathe heavier. In fact, it's been found that 10 seconds of good, hearty laughter will give you the same aerobic effect as 5 full minutes of moderate jogging. So, if you're feeling guilty about not exercising, get up in the morning, laugh your head off, go back to bed. What you will see in the next few minutes is an introduction to me and my programs and why I may just be the best choice for your upcoming event.
So to get back to the question that I asked earlier, is whether or not it makes sense to teach you creativity, the answer is I'm not going to try to do that. Young children, ages 5 and below, are highly creative. The next 2 years, ages 6 and 7, the percentage of highly creative children goes from 90 down to 10. By age 8, it drops down to 2% and stays about that level.
What I'm planning to do is show you how to allow that creativity that you already have to once again emerge. For decades, I've been delivering meaningful, enthusiastic, and downright fun keynotes and workshops for just about any type of business you can imagine in more than 30 countries across 6 continents. Almost all of our business comes from repeat engagements or the recommendation of satisfied clients. What I do works, and it'll work for you.
I like the high-tech kind of stuff. Do you reward failure? I know you reward success, but within your organizations, have you considered rewarding failure? Did you know that Thomas Edison did not get it right the first time? He tried a number of times. He didn't get it right the first time, the second time, third time, fourth time. He tried over and over and over and over a period of many months and years.
They don't know exactly, but it's something on the order of 1,800 attempts. He tried 1,800 different ways to come up with a practical light bulb that didn't work.
In Hewlett-Packard, I talked to the person who was in charge of the research and development division for their printers. They keep track of their success and failure rate in the laboratory. And when the failure rate gets out of whack, they take corrective action. That is, if their failure rate gets to be too low, they start pushing harder. Because they know that if they're not failing enough, they are not trying enough new innovative ideas that keep them in the forefront of the printer industry.
My experience and trail of enthusiastically satisfied business professionals from the U.S. White House to Disney World to Wall Street, from a mission in Africa to the Bank of China, from a computer company in Peru to a substance abuse council in Tennessee, from England to Australia, Brazil to Belgium, from Macau to back home in Minnesota, shows that my real-world experience is second to none. And my insights as a 20-year corporate executive and computer scientist with IBM merged with my entertainment skills as a master magician, professional clown, and ventriloquist for more than 30 years combine genuine substance and captivating style, bringing you the highest level of energy, experience, and insight to transform your workforce.
And now, it is my great honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Randall Munson, President and founder of Creatively Speaking.
The greatest mistake a person can make is to be afraid of making one. Failure can be measured in a different way than simply the net end result.
We do everything possible to avoid failure, but yet that itself is getting in the way of our success. If you are making no mistakes, chances are you're being too conservative. An unwillingness to fail undermines our opportunity to succeed.
If you can reward failure, not stupidity, but if somebody tries something new and it doesn't work, and you applaud them for it and reward them for it, you will create an atmosphere in your organization that will encourage more people to try things, and those new ideas are going to come out as a result.
Someone once said to Thomas Edison, they said, "Tom," he must have been a friend of his, said, Tom, what's it like to have failed 1,800 times? And he said, no, I didn't fail 1,800 times. I invented the light bulb. It was just a 1,800-step process. Meeting planners are delighted when my programs get a tremendous ovation and there's a buzz about it throughout the whole conference. And I love that too. But I feel most gratified when a CEO tells me his business has been applying the ideas that I share in my programs and best-selling books, and he sees real business results. And I especially love it when somebody sends me a very personal note that says she's been trying my suggestions and her life is somehow better because of it. That's when I feel really good about what I do. Inexpensive clothing here in San Diego. In fact, I found a store not far from here where you could get very comfortable shoes for only $1 a pair. And the numbers are right on there, and they really are very comfortable. For some reason they come with these too. I don't know what this is all about. You see, as a presenter of technical information, your purpose is not to deliver information. That's what you might think it is. You are there to deliver an understanding of the information. This is the approach most technical presentations take. Dump a lot of information, a little bit gets in, but not. Look at how effective that is. It's not. It is the combination of the two. When you have an excellent delivery and a high level of content, that is the key to a great technical presentation. They're sitting there because they want to understand what in the world this stuff is all about. They don't want to just be told the same thing they can read. It's important that you figure out what those few things are, those 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are absolutely essential that people understand when they walk out the door. I remember having dinner with an executive the night before my keynote presentation, and he told me about a dear employee who had been battling cancer. Even though she was very weak from the treatments, she decided what she needed most was another dose of my humor and encouragement. So she traveled all the way from northern Canada to southern Alabama just so she could be there for my keynote presentation at the company annual meeting. The next morning, I arranged to meet her and had her introduce me. She was pretty nervous at first, but afterwards, her smile lit up the room as she excitedly told me that my program had helped her more than she had even hoped for. Times like this remind me that what I do for people isn't just momentary fun. It actually impacts people's lives. Oh, Mom! This guy doesn't believe it's me. Would you tell him it's really me? These are from my humor file, and I recommend each of you build a humor file. A regular file, a hanging file. You put it in the drawer, you close it. No. But in there, you don't put the dumb memos. What you put in there are things that you find humorous.
And when you get all stressed out, get all anxious about something, take out your humor file and just start paging through it. You'll find that, you'll get some relief, and that stress will just level down.
Now, I'm going to share with you a few things from my humor file. Here's one from Jacksonville, Florida. Caution, water on road during rain. Caution, no warning signs. Surprise him this holiday. Must sell health food store due to failing health. And a septic trunk that has a sign on the back of it that says, we're number 1 and number 2.
This light never turns green.
A warning sign that along this road, your tires will actually change from one side of the car to the other. A deli meat counter has a sign over the top that reads, notice, to those customers who request meat with no fat or bone, we've been trying to grow them that way for years, but they just fall over. The same powerful principles I share with my audiences, I use in my own business and personal life. A little humor injected into a tense board meeting can help us all regain perspective. And I remind coworkers and myself that we can't make innovative improvements if we keep doing the same things we've always done. And when I get stuck, those around me, especially my wife, love to say, I heard this great speaker, and he said, and then I'm reminded of my own words. The insights and techniques that I use to transform my audiences also help my family, friends, and coworkers, and they will not let me forget it. You can't put a needle in bloom. Really, if you tried that, it would pop.
Here's my favorite. This is from Qantas Airline, a barf bag that doubles as a photo processing mailer. Wouldn't you love to work in that lab? Oh, go ahead. Film this time.
Tell me something. How do you feel right now? Good. See, I wanted you to experience what it feels like to laugh hard.
You have just felt the positive effects of humor. Now remember this feeling as you go out throughout the next year and you are bombarded by the change and the stress and everything else that's going on around you. Remember how you feel now and how valuable that could be if you can bring that feeling back. Remember this serious business of humor.
A little exercise that I find really helps me in the morning, if I can have somebody help me. Turn to the person sitting directly next to you and do this for them. When I tell you to, put one of your hands under their chin, like this. I'm serious. Put one hand under their chin and the other hand on the top of their head, like this. And when I give you the cue, just do this. Just go. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, if you put a little plastic cup under your arm, it makes the sound more fun. Every year we have to tell a number of organizations that on the date they need me, I'm already committed to someone else in another part of the world. Don't let that happen to you. Contact us right away so you can experience the impact I'll have on your organization with more motivated, more productive employees. Don't hesitate while someone else acts and books me for your date. Contact us now and lock in that date for your event. Thank you. Yes. I've spoken for much larger groups, much more hostile groups, I hope. And yet, for some reason, I feel somewhat uncomfortable.
Mr.
I don't think this was tired. I think that's the problem. I feel better now. One of the most important things that you can do as a presenter is have a passion for what you are presenting. Usually you're the expert. You know this stuff. You care about it. Let them know it. Let them see that zeal, that interest. That this is cool stuff.
I've helped people and organizations around the world to make the innovative improvements they've been wanting to make, sometimes for years, and didn't know how. I've helped businesses make millions of dollars in additional sales, and that's what I want to do for you too. That's why I take time to understand the issues, opportunities, and challenges faced by your people. That way I can help them understand that the innovative ideas I have are not just lofty theory, because they understand how to apply them on their jobs and in their lives. As you can tell from my client list of hundreds of major corporations and associations in more than 30 countries, and the stack of recommendation letters they've written to you, that I will do for you what I did for their meeting planners. I will make you look good because you brought Randall Munson to them.